Listen, man, that joy hits every time. I don't care who you are. Hey, that joy hits every
it do
single
ride. It do
time.
ride.
I ain't gonna lie to
It
you,
do
man.
ride.
That joy hits. But, ladies and gentlemen, what's good? Welcome to the North Carolina Tar Heels podcast. I am one of your hosts with the most, the captain of the Hooligan Express himself, Tornado McCray. My McCray, some of y'all know me as, and you know what? Occasionally, my co-host likes to do this to me sometimes. Like, I don't know why.
Oh,
Like, I don't know why. He'll do that every now and again. He's mean like that. He is very mean like that. But I'll let him introduce himself to you people because he's also a nice individual when he wants to be.
Y'all see this man just throw out abuse allegations against me just now?
Yeah. Yes, I did. And they ain't
Wow.
even those ain't even allegations.
It's wild.
It's alopecia.
That's what you. Good Lord struck you pretty hard with it too. Anyway,
Wow.
what's good? What's happening? How you living? It's your boy Ricebox 26, and we back with another North Carolina Live. And let me tell you something. You ain't about to come out here throwing these wild allegations at me like I'm just out here being that kind of individual. I'm not.
You sure?
Just to let you know, sir.
You sure?
It ain't me. Ain't me for Jesus. Ain't me, Lord. Not me. Not today.
Okay. If you say so. If you say so, man. Like, I'm gonna let you be great. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Like,
So says I.
Hopefully y'all ain't hear that. I hope y'all ain't hear that. Okay, he didn't hear it. All right, we can go on into this. We can go into this document, man. So a few things all here. And actually, my co-host did a lot of the heavy lifting today. And I appreciate him because was getting bogged down. He did it. So, man, what is going on here?
As you get for talking smack. Look at that
what
background.
Are we
What's
doing
that in
here?
Closet right
What are we doing here? It's a closet. What do you mean? It's a closet.
That right there.
It's a closet, dog.
Straps is over there.
What are you talking about, straps? That's a hanger. You don't even know what that is.
That's what they say. That's what they all say.
It's a whole hanger, bro.
That's why it's bald.
But guys, first things first, before we get into everything, please make sure, guys, if you love this, if you love hearing what we do, we are here every Tuesday at what time we here? We are here 9 o'clock?
9 p.m. Eastern. Every Tuesday.
9 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday, man. We are available on Spotify. We're getting the Twitter and the IG page as well, but we're also up on Anchor, Facebook, YouTube, the works. And even though Facebook has been giving us HE double hockey sticks and doesn't seem to want to work every time I try to put us on there, makes me mad. It really
does not want to cooperate. I don't understand that either. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Facebook being weird.
We need to get back on Twitter because we were getting a lot of like love from over there and whatnot. I feel like Twitter was our lovely spot. But few things on the docket here. First thing is, bro, you telling me the AD's leaving?
That's it. So athletic director Bubba Cunningham is leaving, or more or less leaving his position in the summer of 2026. So basically what's happening is, shout out to Bubba, because like that man has a pretty good track record. We'll get into that in just a second.
I got to see him up here when I saw the Tar Heels play in Dayton for March Madness in that first round.
Oh,
I got to see him. Talk to him for a little bit. He was real cool. Just walking around, just engaging with the Tar Heel faithful. It was fun. It was real fun, actually.
I don't doubt it, because like he strikes me as somebody that's pretty.
Something popped up on your phone that just caught you off guard.
Not really. I'm being old-headish right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What you mean?
I'm being electronic illiterate right now. Anyway, but back to what we was talking about. So, like I said, Cunningham leaving in the summer 2026, but he's not exactly leaving North Carolina. He's with North Carolina through July 2029. He did sign a recent contract extension for that. And what he's doing is he's transitioning from AD to senior advisor for Chancellor Lee and his new successor, Steve Newmark.
Newmark.
I know I listen. I know I flubbed it for a minute. I don't know what happened. But yeah, no.
It's
So
hard, bro. English is a hard
listen,
language. I don't care what nobody says.
words are tired. But yeah, so after 23 years as a D1 athletic director, 14 of which were with North Carolina during his time, the man won 24 national championships, top 10 in the Learfish Directors Cup 10 times, placed more than 6,000 student athletes on the ACC academic honor roll. Into which after all of that and the opportunity he's gotten, he did quote, "I appreciate the opportunity to extend my contract and enhance my role in a way that would allow me to continue to support our outstanding student athletes, coaches, and staff as we transition and navigate the changing athletics landscape. I'm excited for the future."
So let's go.
Hey, big ups to him. Big ups to him.
Shout out to Bubba, man. He been doing his thing.
Now, and moving on to his successor, Steve Newmark, who you are actually pretty familiar with one of his previous positions.
I am.
Yes, as former president of Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, or RFK Racing. Yeah, one of the one of the best racing organizations in NASCAR.
Listen, okay, so Roush Racing was one of the most prestigious teams in all of NASCAR. We all know this. If you know it from like the 90s, the 80s, and the early 2000s. Now they did slip, hence why they joined with literally Fenway Park, Roush Fenway, which is what's crazy. I was like, when they first did that merger, I was like, the baseball park, not even just the Red Sox, the baseball park. And then Brad Keselowski, who is currently still driving for him now, he is now a driver owner with the team. So it is Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing now, and he owns a part of the team, hence why his name is in there and why it's RFK. It's kind of crazy. And as soon as I saw Steve's name, I was like, wait, I've seen this name before. And then I was like, oh, is that Steve? Oh, okay.
It is that Steve. So even crazier. Right. So he actually is just recently hired on as the new executive associate athletic director for the 25-26 year. So come 26, when Cunningham decides to transitions into his new position, he will be the going on athletic director. As of right now, though, his main focus is on revenue driving initiatives when it comes down to football and basketball programs.
So he's the reason why ticket prices are about to go up this year, y'all. Do not kill us. Do not. Uh-oh.
Steve. I love it. Good job, Camry.
Love it.
So basically, like I said, he's focused on revenue driving initiatives for the football and basketball programs. So some of his background, right? A lot of people kind of wonder, who's this dude? Why does he even feel like that? Well, he's qualified for this. So he specialized in sports and entertainment mergers and acquisitions, represented the SEC in multimedia deals, partner agreements, and marketing projects as they began. As you saw, SEC was pushing that lead to be like, yo, we're the SEC, we're the number one conference that you want to watch on a regular basis. He was part of that in the early 2010s. He also represented the NCAA during the negotiation of a $10.8 billion deal with CBS and Turner Broadcasting for media rights of the NCAA tournament in 2010.
So he's the reason why CBS always gets the tournament.
Yeah, he was a legal representation for that.
Yo, hey, that man knows what he's doing. That man knows ball.
Man's got a law degree. So let's see here. He goes on to quote, like many passionate Tar Heel fans, since he also forgot to say he is a North Carolina native. So he's been a North Carolina fan for a long time. So this is a big opportunity for him, and probably like one of those childhood dream situations coming true. So like many passionate Tar Heel fans, avidly following UNC athletics has represented a special and unique bond with my family and friends since childhood. And I recognize the role it serves for the university, alumni, community, and broader fan base. He also continues to say, I look forward to working with Bubba and the entire Tar Heel Nation to continue to elevate UNC's status as a premier brand in college sports with top-tier programs across the board and with student athletes who represent North Carolina's flagship institution with class on and off their representative playing fields. With collegiate athletes undergoing massive changes at all levels, UNC is well positioned to take advantage of the new landscape. So we're looking forward to seeing what he does over the next several years, because I don't know exactly how long his contract is once he transfers into the full on AD position. But I think based off of his success in the NASCAR landscape and some of his legal dealings, I think it's good. I think there's some stuff going up.
Not even gonna lie to you. So check this out. So not gonna lie, just went and found the man's LinkedIn page, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one, he got his bachelor's from William and Mary. He graduated in 93, then got his law degree from the University of Virginia. Crazy that you're from North Carolina, but you got it from another ACC school. Kind of crazy there, Steve. I'm hawking you. But the man was a part of RFK racing for 15 years, served as the president for 14 of those years, and was the SVP of business operations for 9 months prior to that. So this man came in, was business ops for 9 months, and then was like, all right, pregnancy over, give me the big job.
Right, I'm about to take this spot.
And then also prior to that, he was
now.
And prior to that, he was the attorney at Robinson, Bradshaw, and Henson from 98 to 2010 for 12 years. And he was a law clerk from 96 to 97 and 97 to 98 for 2 different judges in the state of North Carolina. So the man is qualified. Like we ain't gonna sit here and act like the man ain't know his stuff. He got the resume to back it up. And I think it's kind of cool that somebody who has had this much success, not only in just regular sports, but also somebody who's had success this much in NASCAR too, is able to come over and transition to different sports and be successful. Like to go from probably the SEC to being a lawyer for CBS and getting those rights to NASCAR to this. The man dabbles in everything.
Don't get it twisted. Remember, he represented the NCAA against CBS. So basically, he was talking on behalf of NCAA to CBS and Turner to get this money. So he basically got it to where CBS and Turner paid them the 10.8 million.
You gonna pay us our money.
He said, "Oh, you want the tournament? Yeah, nah, you don't have to pay up.
You're gonna have to cough that up." All right, bet. So I like it. Like
I said, there's a lot of good to look forward to in this.
Now I will say this, and this is just me being me. When the whole SEC, he was part of the multimedia deals and things like that. When the SEC came out with like the SEC network and everything like that, I genuinely was like, this doesn't really apply for anything outside of football for the SEC. And when it first came about, I was like, you know what? Because nobody's really watching SEC basketball, they'll watch some SEC basketball, but not a lot. Not a lot. At least not men's, maybe.
Fair enough.
And then for the ACC, when the ACC was getting their network and the Big Ten and everybody else, I was just like, bro, not everybody needs a network. Like we don't all need a network unless you are making sure I can see every game on this network for free. And it has great coverage, because that's the other thing. Some of the coverage on these games and on these teams, it's like, oh, Rutgers is a part of the Big Ten, and we ain't really going to put that much effort in covering it because it's Rutgers. Like, no, that's the whole point of this network, to give Rutgers and give their school the love they deserve. Hire the multiple teams. Y'all got the money. Don't sit there and think you don't. And I know this is a weird tangent off of this, but it just came to my mind and came to my brain. But it's one of those things to me where when we were developing all these networks, it opened Pandora's box. But the box they opened wasn't a box that like applies to every sport. Like there's not one conference where everybody's watching everything and it makes sense to have a network for that conference.
It's true.
Like I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. There's not one conference, SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-2, Mountain West, Conference USA. There's not one conference where every fan is watching every sport, because that's what I think of when I think of a conference network. Like when you have stuff like the Premier League, soccer, everybody's watching that. It don't matter what team, Premier League soccer, everybody's watching that. When you had when NASCAR had the Speed Channel, we'd be watching that, like qualifying practice, like the Speed Channel, and Speed used to do like Formula One, rally cars, everything. People were
Yeah.
watching that because it was just like all speed and centralized, and everybody was watching every different aspect. Whereas now, networks like the ACC network, SEC, and whatnot, you know what the niche is for that specific network. Like the SEC, its peak season is football. The ACC, its peak season is basketball. I don't care what nobody says.
And like the other thing is with the ACC network and the SEC network, my biggest problem with those networks are you don't get too many current games and stuff that go on. Like when you do see a game, it's either a rerun of a game that happened earlier in the day, which I appreciate, or it's an old rerun from a game like 10 years ago.
It's a historical game. They give you the history games that ESPN Classic used to give you all the time. Because you remember how ESPN Classic, you just be sitting there, it was just throwing a game, and you didn't know what the game was going to be. But if it was a classic, it was going to be on there.
And the good thing is with ESPN Classic when it was on, it's like it was never a boring classic game. It was like one of those big classic games where there's a whole lot of shit going on all the time.
It was never a boring classic game, and it was one of those games. Even if it started slow, even if it started boring, you're like, why are they showing this?
Crazy.
It's like, why are they showing this, bro? This ain't a classic game. It's like, bro, there's a reason why this classic is on right now. I guarantee you, it picks up somewhere along the lines. Like I promise you that, my boy.
So, quick side note to all y'all that are watching, and if my stuff gets all blurry and crazy looking, it's because it's storming where I'm at right now, and it's affecting my internet. So, if y'all can still hear me, don't worry about what it looked like. Just know as long as y'all can hear me, we good.
He got a data limit at 10 o'clock. It's like 3 minutes after 9. The data limit.
Oh yeah, I got that data that cuts off at I don't get the free data until 11:30.
It's free data after 10:17. Free data after 10:17.
My data ain't free until about 10:15. So
these are minutes y'all using up for this man right now. These are gigs y'all using.
My time. but yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like with the conference specific networks, if you can keep things more up to date and sometimes a little less talk showy, because I feel like sometimes you get like the talk shows like how we do now that are basically and yeah, like I get you have to report on whatever you can report on what's available, but sometimes like you get stuff from reports of like, oh, the water temperature is a prime 47 degrees.
Oh, you talking about them ESPN? You talking about them hidden ESPN stats? Them hidden ESPN
stats. Like, did you know on this day 1978?
Did you know that Drake May is 7-0 when he throws for 2 touchdowns in 23-degree weather on a Tuesday? Hey, what's up, Ron? Hey,
what's happening, Ron?
Ron? How you doing, my boy? Hope you're doing well. But it's like Drake May threw for 2. It's like Drake May threw for 2 touchdowns on a Tuesday in 23-degree weather. He's the 4th quarterback ever to do that. And it's like when the weather was sunny at 4%. It's like, bro, who's keeping that stat? Like who?
Remember, only if he tied his left shoe first.
Only if he's out his left shoe first. Like who is keeping that stat, bro?
Like, why are you tracking?
You know what? No, that's the real question I need to know. I need y'all to tell me, who do y'all think they be hiring to be tracking stats like this? Like what? How much do they get paid? How much? I need to ask that question. How much do they get paid to find these obscure stat lines? How do you generate these obscure stat lines and then just sit there and get it on public television? National television, and people just run with it like, yeah, that's a great stat right there, man. We ain't never thought about that. That's a real difference maker. It's like, how?
What happened with it?
I don't know, man. But I would say I need the networks again. I need the networks to focus more. Love the channel, the content. New AD coach of a NASCAR back. Hey,
Yeah, we
we were
just
just
talked
talking
about
about
that too,
that.
and it's a good and it's a successful NASCAR
Hey,
background on top
successful
of it. So
NASCAR
it's not
background with
so
Roush
it's not one
Fenway
of those guys
Keselowski.
that's like. So the best part is it's not
He,
one of those guys that are trying to get out of a bad situation. It's like, nah, like
oh no.
I thought this was good. I see another good opportunity. Let's make this one
Oh,
better too. So I'm
trust me. I
excited
would
for
have
that.
told you if he would have been like the president for DEI after 2008, after Dale Jr. left, I would have told you straight up, this ain't a good move. You know me. You know I know the
Yeah,
NASCAR history. I could
yeah,
have told you if
you
he
can
came
on
from a
that one.
good team or a bad team off rip.
I listen because even I looked at it like this. Even I know about RFK, and I'm not I'm not into NASCAR at all,
Yeah, it's like
except for like the
RFK.
little itty bits that I seen.
He said he's
He's
been an
man said I've been
RFK.
RFK fan since '89. Okay,
Hey,
sir,
hey, that man,
he's
that
been
man
on it,
there.
boy.
He been on it.
I hear you, Ryan.
Listen, Ron, I'm gonna be honest with you. You might hate me. I've been a Jeff Gordon fan since I've been born, bruh. So I'm put it like this. My mama been a Mark Martin fan though. Like getting into NASCAR, I'm gonna say this. My parents, like when I got into NASCAR, my parents embraced it with me, and we all had our favorite drivers. I was a Jeff Gordon fan. My dad was a Tony Stewart fan. My mama was a Mark Martin fan through and through. So I knew a lot about Roush and everything that came with it, and I respected Roush racing. Hey, my mama would agree. Mark Martin is the GOAT. My mother would agree.
I would agree.
He's gonna agree to spite me, but I don't hate Mark. I
Listen,
don't hate Mark at all.
not even
Mark is a
despite you.
great
I
driver.
like Mark Martin. I
You
was
know
like,
what made
I did like Mark Martin back in the day.
Here's the funny thing. You know what made Mark the GOAT in the hood community? When this man came out and admitted that he listens to Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane,
Yeah,
yeah,
he listens to Gucci Mane. Like
on a
when he
regular.
came out and said, yeah, on a regular, he said, my favorite rapper is Gucci Mane. He does have the most IROC championships, which is crazy. IROC was always a cool series. I wish that they still run IROC. I don't think they do. I need
I
to
don't
bring
think
that back. IROC used to have like the coolest looking card.
we can look that up. We can look that up
Right.
later. Moving on to the next topic of the day. So we had a former Tar
Oh,
Heel describe his life with Belichick and how that is how it was when he got there, right?
I got,
So
and it's Gavin
graduate
Blackwell,
transfer,
right?
Gavin
Gavin
Blackwell,
Black.
dude, transferred to Florida State earlier during the summer or during the spring transfer portal as a graduate transfer.
Yeah.
Good thing is, like, upside is he had nothing negative to really say on Belichick at all. Like his whole thing
Not
was
from what
they
I'm
asked him, like,
seeing.
they asked him, let's say, yo, like, how was it when Belichick got here? And he goes on to say, it was great. Honestly, I have nothing bad to say about Coach Belichick. He loves football. Everything that you see online and stuff like that, I would kind of say the media portrays it a little bit differently than what it is inside the building. Goes on to say he loves his players, loves his coaches, and he's all about ball. He said he kind of brought more of that NFL aspect to college, and that's kind of what they're running there. And that's kind of what they're running there. But himself, he's a down-to-earth dude, not a big-headed guy. You can go up to him with a conversation, have a conversation, talk ball with him. He loves that type of stuff. And it says when you show that you're interested, he's going to make sure that he gives you the same respect and try to help you as much as he can. He got so you know what I'm saying. Great dude, wishing him the best. But if we see him, you know what's up. Which ain't nothing wrong with that.
Don't he got 6?
Listen.
Oh wait, no, he got 2. He got 2 as assistant coaches. Now I remember the Giants.
Oh yeah. The Giants.
The Giants.
Yep.
Giants.
So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I mean, what more can you say? Like, you got a guy who did end up transferring out. People, like, I felt a little type of way about it because I wished he would have stayed. But even at the end of the day, coming from the players themselves, sure, we got all of this nonsense with the Jordan Hudson thing and the conference and the stuff outside of football. Yeah, two as a defensive coordinator.
2 as a DC. You're right.
So it's like we got all this extra stuff off the field that makes people think, okay, is he really serious about this? But then you got to remember, it's Bill Belichick. When it comes down to football, this man's all about business. I think, and like the next topic we got, well, not the next topic, the topic after that, there's a particular individual that that honestly rubs me the wrong way.
Here's what I gotta say, and here's my thing about it. And we've talked about it through and through. And when I look at the quote and everything, he's like, "Yo, the media portrays a little bit differently than what's inside the building." One, that is, I have to admit, it is factual. That is, two things can be true at the same time. What I'm about to say. One, yes, the media does portray it differently because of everything that's been happening on the outside. Two, Bill hasn't helped the situation because it's like Bill hasn't helped the situation because we haven't been able to be inside the locker room a lot this offseason and everything. You know what I mean? Because we haven't gotten a whole lot of interviews with the kids. We're just now consistently getting interviews about the team from Bill, as opposed to his personal life, which is what has been all over the place the first few months. But now we're getting more to, hey, this is the team. We got this building. This is what we're doing, X, Y, and Z, and we're getting back to football. As far as football is concerned, nobody in their mama should be surprised that Bill can talk football. Nobody in their mama should be shocked that Bill will talk football with you and in a respectful manner. Bill never struck me as a disrespectful individual. Are there a number of times where it's just as a coach, you're just like, as a fan of the NFL, of your NFL team, and you see Bill Belichick come out and beat your team, are you just like, damn, like, can this man just stop? Like, you hate to see it, but none of us ever were like, Bill Belichick is a bad coach. Bill Belichick is a trash coach. Bill Belichick isn't a personable coach. I knew Bill Belichick was probably pretty personable, and honestly, he's probably low-key funny ever since the Randy Moss Halloween party thing. When Randy Moss was able to convince him to come to that Halloween party, I said, "Oh, Bill's probably just a really actually pretty chill dude."
When I first saw Bill Belichick, and over the years, I looked at Bill, I was like, okay, one, I was with you. Like, one, he's probably low key funny in a flat tone kind of way.
Right.
Like what he's saying, you don't think like doesn't sound funny, but it's hilarious because it's coming from him.
It's hilarious because it's coming from him, or his timing of what he says is probably perfect. You could be.
And what solidified for me, what definitely proved to me, I was like, okay, I knew this man was funny. The Tom Brady roast.
Oh yeah.
That man was hilarious. Listen, I don't care if somebody else wrote the jokes. I don't care what happened. The timing was perfect. National media wants him to fail. They will pull no punches to poke holes in the Darth Vader's cape. This is true.
Coming from a Star Wars fan, making the Darth Vader reference. Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give you. Hey, listen. He knows. Hey. I'm a Darth Vader fan. I'm an Anakin Skywalker Darth Vader guy through and through. The Darth Vader reference gets a love out of me. It gets some love.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, nobody had to poke holes in Vader's cape. He did that himself. But that's not the point.
That he did. He did do that himself. Like, hey, you know what? Hey, and Bill did it. Hey, and Bill did it to himself with this whole relationship.
This is very true. Once again, we are on point here. Good job. I'm with it. But yeah, not like at the end of the day, it's like. And just like Ron was saying, like the media will try to tear this man down 8 ways to Sunday because it's like, yo, what are we really saying here? We get that, yes, the Jordan stuff is a distraction, but it's a distraction to who? Because so far as we've seen, and so far we've heard from the players themselves, nobody's really caring about the Jordan situation from the player standpoint.
In-house is not a problem.
Exactly. In-house is not a problem. Bill has them locked in from the football standpoint, and I don't know what the classroom standpoint looks like yet, but we will come August because
school's around the corner.
Get back in the classroom.
July just started. School gonna be around the corner in a month and a half, and we're gonna see how it goes down from there.
And I don't see any issues going down there either, unless somebody just flat out rebels in the classroom. I don't see no issues coming.
Somebody flat out rebels or just decides to be a distraction and starts airing out some stuff, like airing out in-house stuff that doesn't need to be aired out because they didn't get PT or something like that. And
disgruntled kids.
To me, when it's all said and done, Bill Belichick is one of those guys who when it comes to football, the man's good at what he does. I don't care if I didn't like Bill Belichick for years as an NFL coach. If Bill says, hey, Myron, hey, I'd gladly want to help you like get crisper on route running to get you even a draft, not even a guaranteed spot, but just a tryout, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to that. I'm going to whatever Bill tells me. I'm going, bro. Like,
if Bill Belichick is telling me this is how you can get better at football, I'm going to the thing. Like, why would I not?
And the thing, even like you coaching football and me coaching football, if Bill Belichick says, "Oh, hey, you're doing a great job at coaching, try this and see what happens," I'm taking what Bill says and I'm gonna apply it to my kids and see what happens. Apply it to my kiddos and be like, "Hey, bro, let's try this. Who gave you that?" Bill Belichick, dog. Bill Belichick gave me this information. He put me on game. Like, so got it from Bill. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I think it's good. I'm again like you. I'm sad that like Blackwell left and didn't remain a part of it. But we also have talked about like maybe he had another reason. Maybe he had a goal in mind. Maybe he had a family situation. Maybe this was just part of his path. He wasn't going to stay there the whole time. So it is what it is. I respect him. Hey, whatever your path is, we all wish you success, bro. They know animosity.
Like I said, and like it's been said at the end of the day, he's a graduate transfer. At this, like you spent your 4 years at UNC, you got your degree. So what you're doing now, you're going for something higher. And just like we've said before, Florida State might just have what you were looking for. North Carolina may not have been where it needed to be on your end of things, or they may not have had the program you were looking for. It is what it is. So I mean, like it's always good to see that even when he left, there's no animosity, there's no hate for the dude. It's just like, nah, like the man's great. It wasn't the coach is the reason why I left. I ended up leaving for another reason. So that works out in my mind.
Facts. Next, we got Omarion Hampton. Omarion Hampton is predicted to be RB1. Hold up. Hold up. Omarion Hampton.
So remember when BB came in, somewhere asked to leave.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, because someone just like the thing about it is, if you aren't gonna buy into the system, if you're not gonna buy into what coach is saying, yeah, just go.
You don't need to be here.
You don't need to be here. Like
Doug said, Deion did the same thing in Colorado. If you don't feel like investing and buying into what I'm trying to do here, then you don't need to be here. You can leave.
If you're not investing into what I'm saying, it's like if you're not invested into what I'm saying or what any of the coaches I have hired to say, if you're not going to listen to them, that means you're not going to listen to me. And if you're not going to listen to me, you're not buying into this program, and you're not going to listen and help your teammates out either.
It's going to be a distraction at the end of the day.
It's like, so just go ahead, take yourself, and go on to a spot that's better for you. And with the way the transfer portal is now, it's a whole lot easier, and you don't lose a year of eligibility
at all. So like, you go ahead and do what you got to do. Just step on, bro.
Hey, but Omarion Hampton predicted. Omarion Hampton is predicted to be RB1 out in LA, man. Should we pull up this video and talk about it?
Let's go with it.
All right,
if I'm gonna be real with you, I'm not surprised.
Oh no, like depending, because I don't.
Right?
Yeah, he went to the Chargers.
So yeah, with that running back competition is not stiff.
Yeah, hold up.
Like they brought him out there for a reason.
Up here real quick. Oh, there's ads doing ad things, because YouTube is always gonna do that. All right, what?
This man's whole lighting and everything changed. I don't know what happened.
What are we doing here?
Hampton is a complete stud. This is facts.
There we go. There we are. All right.
He wasn't the top running back in the nation for no reason.
Big fact. Never a little one. All right, here we go. So where is it? Should be around like.
Will be an RB1.
Because I want to say I saw it at one point. I think it's like this Chuba.
After they got him in the Panthers at it, it's crazy.
First of all,
it was Chuba, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Chuba.
Okay, I was about to say.
Here we go. Here we go. Yep.
Chuba Hubbard when we saw the list, but it is actually a rookie running back. It's a first-round running back, and it's none other than Omarion Hampton, the running back out of North Carolina. I mean, Ray, just on draft day alone, a couple days later, you see the pictures of Omarion Hampton He is a unit. And oh my goodness, is he going to bring a lot to this Chargers offense? The Chargers did sign Najee Harris. And so there are going to be some concerns. Who's the lead running back? But from the clips alone here, you can see this is a running back that is going to take every opportunity he has, not just on the ground, but through the air as well, and show why he is the primary running back for this Chargers offense. He's going to have a lot of touchdown opportunities early in the season, but Hampton's going to do enough on the ground, through the air, and making big plays that I believe he can be a potential sneaky RB1. 1,600 rushing yards last year.
Yards after contact, catching out the backfield.
Going to be.
So they projecting this man 831 rushing yards, 32 receptions, 7.5 touchdowns, probably 23rd running back in the nation. And all right,
23rd running back
in the league. That is not bad.
Very dominant in this Chargers offense that should have a much improved offensive line in year 2 under Jim Harbaugh.
So I'm gonna say this
because I remember seeing him when they came to Clemson the year before last,
bro.
Anytime he touched the ball, it was always a potential that
it's always a potential big play. It's always a potential big play. Like it is
the bad play he had that whole game was that fumble he got caught on at the 1 yard line that 2 years ago. That was the literal only bad play he had the whole game.
Amarian Hampton is a very. I'm gonna say this, Amarian Hampton. And this is coming from like a Panthers fan standpoint. Reminds me of a lot of prime Christian McCaffrey, but more of a physical running back.
So like he had Williams,
kind of like that. Like he has the ability to be a finesse back. Like we just saw the clip. The man can be a finesse back, make you miss, no problem. But he is more physical in that. Hey, yo, I will run through you. I don't care. I can pass block. I can help lead block. I'm a great runner in between the tackles, out on the edge. I can be a receiving back, and I'm not afraid to just – I can beat you on speed, but I'm not afraid to just run through you. And I'm not afraid to just go through you 100%. And I like that for him. And
those are qualities, the qualities that you want in a running back.
Oh, for sure. And then the fact that it's him and Najee Harris, no shade, but this ain't Najee Harris first few years in Pittsburgh. This ain't the Najee Harris that we was like, hey, yo, Amarian, you might not be getting a start for like a year or two. Like
this ain't brand new to the league, Najee Harris. People still trying to figure you out, Najee. Now this is we got him pretty much figured out. But most defenses will come and get you. Now, I will say in Najee Harris's favor, though, he is in a much better spot offensive line wise compared to where he was in Pittsburgh at this point.
I mean, yeah, but we all know he's also running backs. We all know running backs, like their careers are not as highly valued. So Najee Harris is viewed to be closer to the end of his career as opposed to other like positions. And then you think about it this way. You have Justin Herbert, who's hitting his stride. You have Harbaugh, who's going into his, second year in coaching. You have Ladd McConkey coming into his own. Now you add an Omarion Hampton into the mix.
Oh, yeah.
To that offense, bro.
Because you got to remember, what the Chargers did with two running backs that everybody thought was done last season. Because you had guys that you hadn't heard from in forever picking up big yardage and big time over in LA. That's the reason why I was saying in Najee's favor on that. Because Harbaugh rejuvenated.
Oh, for sure.
Two running backs that we thought was done in the water, because most time when we see them, they're hurt after 2 games.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But to see them play almost a full season and have the production that they had, I foresee Najee getting at least some kind of a jump start to a rejuvenation to his career. But based off of what we know about Amarion Hampton and what
it's gonna be his team by week 9. He's gonna be the lead back. If they want to start Najee Harris because he is the veteran back and can just help ease into it, cool. Omarion Hampton is going to be the starter by week 9.
Is going to be what Austin Eckler was to the Chargers when he was there. He's going to be that dude. He's going to be the all-around back. Now, I'll admit Eckler was more of a catch the ball out the backfield kind of dude, but he's going to be both what Eckler was there and what what's his name that just left out of there?
J.K. Dobbins.
When what J.K. was to them last season. So he's going to be that catch the ball out the backfield kind of guy like Eckler, but he's also going to be that run between the tackles, hit you in the mouth, big play kind of dude that J.K. Dobbins.
Do you think 830 is a good number to expect out of him? A little too high, a little too low?
I think 830 is a good number based off of wondering how they're going to split the reps between him and Harris, depending on how Harris does. And based off of the offense is still probably going to be more pass heavy than it is compared to run heavy. So he's going to probably have more passing yards or receiving yards coming out the backfield more than he's going to have rushing yards. Or you're going to see him have more catches than you're going to see him have more touches.
Ooh.
That would be if Javonte Williams wasn't in Dallas.
Man. I ain't gonna lie. That as a young core, that's actually nasty. Like I'm not gonna lie. If you were to get that as a starting, like those are your running backs, like starting out, that's a nasty core to have, bro.
I would say it's a nasty core to have if Javonte can stay healthy. If Javonte,
you can say that for anybody though.
No, because that's been his problem the last 2 seasons is that he hasn't been able to finish the season out well.
Yeah, because, and you could have said, and here's the thing, you can say that we said the same joint for Christian.
No. That's why McLaughlin took his spot last season. Javonte Williams was the starting running back going into the season last year, but because he couldn't stay healthy and produce, McLaughlin, a rookie, came in and took his spot last year. I'm not saying that because I know we could say it for anybody. Christian McCaffrey can't really be replaced. In Shanahan's offense, yeah, anybody can be there. But if you lose a Christian McCaffrey, you're hurt if you lose a Christian McCaffrey.
Sean Payton didn't know how to use him. Sean Payton always has that issue every year with one player or another.
With at least one running back every year.
Not even a running back. It's always one player or another. Because think about it. The Russell Wilson year, like he knew, like for some reason, him and Russell just could not just get on the same page. It was weird.
Because he came in before he left the commentator job.
Yeah.
The first thing he said before he left was, "I wouldn't stand for that with Russell doing all of what he's doing." That was on purpose. They fought each other on purpose. Russell didn't like Russell. Sean wanted Russell out of there, and that was the easiest way to do it to make him look terrible.
And then you got Javonte Williams. He didn't know how to use them, and it's just like, bro. It's like I feel like Sean Payton always has one player he doesn't know how to fully utilize. Because even
Payton's never really been a good running game coach anyway. He just so happened to have
Drew Brees for most of his tenure, bro.
Right, so he's either had Drew or he's had a good enough coordinator that knows how to have a run game and just dial up the right runs at the right time. Outside of that, like, he's all right.
Think about who he's had for a good amount of his career. He's had Drew Brees as his quarterback, Mike Thomas as a receiver, and then Alvin Kamara as a running back.
Oh, then remember he had the Mark Ingram and
Alvin Kamara, and he also had Reggie Bush on that roster at one point, didn't he?
He did, but we didn't really count Reggie.
We didn't count Reggie because Reggie got smacked up by Philly.
It was Pierre. Pierre was the Pierre. That's the one that ticks everybody off. Pierre, that was him and Mark Ingram back and forth.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro.
Hated that man.
Sad
thing. Williams will suffer. Of course he will.
Bro. We all know. You go to the Cowgirls.
I was so mad that's where he went.
Listen, you go to the Cowgirls. Your career is
at this point.
Your career is just, for lack of a better terms.
Oh,
if you're a running back in Dallas post the Zeke peak years, you might as well go ahead and just wrap it up.
No,
wait
because
out
we
the
got
year and
no,
find
because
someone.
we got Rico Dowdle out of it, and Rico put up 1,000.
You notice Rico was only there for the 1 year and left.
Exactly, he wasn't contaminated, so you can get one
Once
good year
again,
out
like
of it.
I said,
You can get one
ride
good
the
year
year
out of
out,
it.
ride the year out, and go ahead and try finding somewhere else to be because you don't want to be there that long. I just like
Hey,
if you would have let me finish, sir.
nope, just
You'd
nope
have let me
because
finish.
nope because we don't like to talk about the cowgirls anyways.
Once again, if you would have let me finish, I would have prayed. I'd have had some good stuff for Rico, but you just wanted to go ahead and jump in,
Yes.
put your 2 cents in it, like
Yep.
I was going to attack the man.
I'm
I
going
wasn't even
to
gonna say that.
dive. I will not. No slander shall begot me and my boys for being smart and pulling that man out of purgatory.
You know what? I ain't even gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but I'm gonna leave you alone.
What
I'm
you
let
gonna say?
go.
What you gonna
Nope.
say? What you gonna say?
We're
Nah.
gonna do next time.
What you got to
Hopefully
say,
someone in
Clyde?
Charlotte will see his worth. Of course, they yeah. But I say I don't see nothing wrong with Dave Canales not seeing that way.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for
Everybody,
sure.
yeah,
Listen.
Dave Canales will be
Listen.
fine.
When I tell you, if they didn't utilize Rico the way we did, especially after what he's done, it's like, bro, we brought him here for a reason. Help. But what you gonna say, Clyde? What you gonna say, Clyde? Nah, what you gonna say, Claude? What you gonna say? Say it with your chest.
Has a youth camp coming up on July
I ain't trying to hear that.
in Seffner, Florida. Located at Seffner Christian Academy for all those who are in that Florida, Tampa Bay
so
area.
So we're just lying now. All right. Y'all see this, right?
Y'all
see this, right?
Greg Smith has a youth camp.
Y'all see this, right? This man want to ignore me. He want to ignore me and ignore what he got to say. I'm addressing him directly, and now he want to ignore me. It's okay. It's okay. All right. It's all right. I know where you live.
That's cool.
I will pull up.
That's cool. Make sure you bring my son's clothes when you come.
All right, I got you.
Good. Anyway, going back to this youth football camp. It is going to be for ages 6 through 17. Check-in is at 10 o'clock. Camp will run from 11 to 1:30. It is a free event. So you ain't got to worry about paying for parking.
I ain't gonna lie. 11 a.m.
to get in the door.
11 a.m. to 1:30 in Florida in the summer. Bro, they trying to kill them kids. Please tell me this is an indoor facility because ain't no way.
I have no idea.
Ain't no way, dog.
I have no idea.
Ain't no way, boy.
You gotta remember them Florida people built different.
I mean, I get it. Like Florida man and Florida woman are definitely a thing, but geez, the kids, bro, them is kids.
Built weird and built different. And you can find this on Eventbrite.
It's on Eventbrite.
It is. It is on Eventbrite.
All right, hold up, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold up.
You can find it on Eventbrite with this title.
Nani? I'm sorry. Did you say this camp is on Eventbrite? I have never
title right.
I have never ever
leadership.
I have never ever in my days seen a football camp link on Eventbrite. You know what I've seen on Eventbrite? Pub crawls, concerts. I've seen a lot of
this first one. It's his first ever one. Like let the man do his thing. It's his first one. It's free. And you didn't have to dig for it on Facebook.
Oh, snap. Okay, fellas. 3:30 a.m. comes early.
Get another content channel. Keep up the great work. Catch y'all on the next one. Always watching. Oh, he lives
he in Europe.
Yeah.
He in Europe. Yes. Where you at? Germany? He got to be in like Germany or somewhere like that.
Germany, probably Italy.
If he in Italy, would definitely shout out. Because 3:30 a.m. I'm like, wait, 9 + 6, that's 15. I was like, that's 3 a.m. Like, yeah, he gotta be overseas somewhere.
Is it? Oh no, GA? Oh, he just has to get up.
Oh, he gotta get up at 3. Oh,
feel you.
All right,
feel you.
All right.
Get you some rest, bro.
Got you, Rod. We'll see you next time.
See you next week. So yeah, Greg Smith, first ever youth football camp, Tampa Bay, Florida, July 19th. Check him out on Eventbrite at Greg Smith Football and Leadership Camp.
I'm sorry, bro. Like,
I know you
I'm
upset.
It ain't even, bro. it Tampa, July 19th, 11 to 1:30 on Eventbrite. On Eventbrite, dog. That don't make no sense. I'm judging it for the wrong. No, because if this, I don't think it will be. But if this ends up being
trying to get back to his community,
listen, I am not trying to hinder that, but God forbid if this ends up being a scam. When I tell you, I will be one of the first ones to have told y'all it was a scam because it was on Eventbrite. Y'all gonna listen to me? What the French toast?
I went and looked it up.
What the French toast?
Yeah, I went and checked out the page. Went and checked out the tickets. The tickets were free. It is $0. So you were spending nothing. I did check.
How much are the concessions when you get there? How much is a bottle of water?
I mean, that's up to them.
Because I really like water. I like water.
Water is good.
I want 3,000 drops of water.
Now, for the individual that grinds my gears,
Pablo Torre
speaks on Bill Belichick.
Why
basically said this man is a one and done as the UNC head coach. All because, from what it seems like, all because of all this drama nonsense off the field.
Oh, you need me to pull this one up too?
Yeah, you pull it up because I don't know how it's gonna look when I do it.
All right, got it.
I saw a clip from yesterday, or a clip from one of the last ones in my stuff. It was glitchy. It was crazy.
He's like, yeah, no.
It's a sad day in the neighborhood, I will say.
Got you. All right, Pablo, let's see what you're talking about, broski. Let's see what you're talking about. Ready?
Yep.
You go. Any updates on Bill Belichick and his girlfriend?
What?
I was hoping you would ask. Yeah, I continue to report that too. It's funny. I don't have anything to break with you exclusively other than to say that I got some stuff cooking. As much as people think that I've become a real journalist because of this NFLPA story, nope, I'm still in the mud. Dan, I look forward to calling you from the mud, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Will he coach opening week at North Carolina?
I believe he will.
Okay.
I would set the line, number of seasons at North Carolina.
1.5?
1.
Oh, 1.
I would say 1.
Oh,
I would say
he's one and done.
I think he's one and done.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Speaking of the NASCAR stuff. All right. So here's my thing. And I'm going to say this. Pablo, if you're going to say a statement like that, I need you to back up what your reasoning is. Even if it is a personal reason, stand on why you think that is. You know what I mean? Like, that's my whole thing. Like, stand on why you think that he is a one and done. Stand on why you believe he's not going to be here anymore.
And check this other clip out. Check this other clip out that I just put in there for you.
All right, let's pull this one up. Don't worry,
because to me,
don't worry, kiddos. We all gonna see it.
Because to me, it just like I feel like there's a lot of I think there's just a lot of hate going on in this.
All right, let's see what he said.
Before Jordan Hudson became this public figure in the CBS interview, and elsewhere, we knew that there was a clause in that contract that said the buyout that Bill Belichick could exercise on June 1st dropped from $10 million to $1 million, right? 10 times less. Right. That was his option if he got, in fact, the offer that never came from the NFL and is not forthcoming in any regard at this point. So it's always been about him wanting the NFL and having to settle for a different version of his life. Look, I don't have a lack of sympathy for anybody who does one thing at a genius level forever and then is said, with no uncertain terms. He is told with no uncertain terms, you're not wanted here anymore. You're over the hill, right? That is a human experience as well. I am not saying that that is not at play here. But the question of what you do next is where we're discovering Bill Belichick really for the first time. Bill Belichick, not in the NFL context. I remember what Bob Kraft, of course, the owner of the Patriots, once said to our colleague Seth Wickersham. He said, Bill Belichick was an idiot savant, which is to say he is an absolute unimpeachable genius when it comes to the football, but everything else, right? He's not. And we're just discovering the ways in which that might be true, which we haven't had visibility into for 20 years. Stephen A. before.
All right, hold up. I got a statement. I'm gonna let you go because I know you're gonna have more to say about it because this grind your gear more. But I'm gonna say this. Oh yeah, read Ron's comment.
Because dude is high. So let's go ahead and get this out the way first. One, we have already come to the conclusion that Jordan Hudson is not going to be the reason that Bill loses his job. Bill is going to lose his job if this season does not work out. If this season ends up being terrible, they may give him one more season to get this figured out. Go ahead and figure out how we can go ahead and get you out your contract if it still looks bad and move and go on about their way. But my problem is I get the wording of, okay, he's an idiot savant. I understand that, yes, he has done football very well for a very long time. And now you're starting to see who Bill is as a regular person outside of the NFL. I get that take. However, my problem with all of this is you're using him as a person, you're using him as somebody outside of the NFL, and you're thinking that when it's moments of him not doing football, that, okay, this is the easiest way for us to report and possibly get him fired for what he does. No, North Carolina hired this man to coach football. Everything he does outside of that on a personal note. And yes, I agree that this is the first time we're seeing him outside of that scope to where you can tell he's old. He's figuring out modern stuff on a regular basis like a normal person would. But you got to remember, Bill has been very good at keeping his personal life out and separate from his business life. This is the first time, like I've said before, that we have seen issues off the field for Bill Belichick, because now you have somebody who is used to being in the spotlight on a regular basis as his girlfriend, unfortunately being in the spotlight on a regular basis. Bill doesn't do this. Bill isn't a spotlight kind of person. Sure, you'll have people come and do interviews. Sure, you have what people want to come and talk to him. But most of the time when they're talking to him, it's football. Sure, the thing he has with the book now is a new piece outside of that realm that we're getting to see. But once again, it's still football. Because it's a book on how to win. Yeah, it's a life book on how to win at life and do on and so forth. But he's based it off of how he's been successful as an NFL coach, how he's become successful doing what he does, and how he maintains that. So I get that, yes, it's easy for a gossip journalist to run with the Jordan Hudson angle of this. I can definitely see how easy that is. Because unfortunately, as we've had shows, we can talk about that for way too long. But now it's starting to get into the realm of football's about to start. Are you or are you not going to talk about Bill Belichick in football? Because that's what we're about to have to start really, really talking about come later this month. Because football starts next month. And I'm so ready for that. because all this extra gossip stuff that we're seeing back and forth about this man who hasn't been, once again, haven't seen on TV or in the news outside of football since what? Late May?
Yeah.
Early June, maybe?
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you can keep digging for whatever you want. You can keep trying to dig that hole, but eventually Bill's probably going to end up burying you back in it.
I'm gonna say this. And unlike you, I actually do not like the phrase idiot savant. You wanna know why I don't like it? I don't like this phrase because you're calling this man who isn't great at something outside of football an idiot. Doesn't make sense. Nobody calls you an idiot savant for something outside of journalism. And honestly, Pablo, like the whole gossip, tabloid rhetoric here that you're spewing, some people may not even say you're great at that. So calling somebody an idiot savant because you don't know what they do outside of their personal life, X, Y, and Z, I don't get that. I don't like it. And that struck a chord with me because you're saying, oh, well, he's great at football, but outside of that, he's an idiot savant. And because Robert Kraft said he's that, it's like, how? What is he? What are you measuring that by? What do you know about this? Like, the man seems very personable. So in terms of being able to foster relationships, networking, and partnerships, man seems pretty good at that. The man seems approachable according to the kids and everything. So he seems good at that. He knows how to communicate and hold down a relationship with a woman that's 50 years younger than him. So at least he knows how to communicate his needs and whatnot. The man knows how to market his book and knows how to run PR. So he's good at that. What makes him an idiot savant? What makes him an idiot outside of football? That doesn't make sense to me. And I never thought the day would come where I'm defending Bill Belichick this flipping hard. Never in my days would you have heard me.
I didn't think there would be a day I needed to.
That's the other thing. I never thought I'd have to defend Bill Belichick like this. Like, what are we talking about? Because, like you said, one, have we talked about the Jordan thing way too long? Yes. And even you and I, we cut down on the Jordan stories because we were like, you know what? This is getting out of hand even for our standards. Like, we're not trying to talk only about Jordan. So we took it upon ourselves, as Draymond Green would quote, the new media. Like, with the new media, we're like, you know what? We're going to deviate from that. We're going to talk about something else. We understand that's a hot commodity in regular news media right now, but no, we're going to try and find and dig deeper and find the other stories, find the other nuances about this. And the simple fact of the matter that it is, as you so eloquently put it, my boy, it is July 1st. NFL training camp starts July 21st. College camps start this month. They start this month at the beginning of August. Football week 0 is the third week of August. And I'm talking college football. Football is right around the corner, and y'all are still focused on this man's relationship with his girlfriend. I get all of us might not think it is appropriate, might not think it's the smartest thing in the world, but guess what? At the end of the day, that's that man's relationship, that's that woman's relationship. There are two consensual adults. Who cares? The kids obviously don't care. The athletic director and the staff don't care. His family obviously don't care. So what are we doing? We've all gotten our takes off. We've all said what we had to say about it. We've all gotten our takes off when it was appropriate because it was brought up back then when the whole interview and all that stuff. And that was the appropriate time to do it. But now is not the time to do that anymore.
So now we get into football. We getting into the gridiron now. And you know, so one, I want to go ahead and make it clear. I didn't say I liked the idiot savante. I get the idiot savante. I get it. I understand it.
I understood. You said you get it. That's me saying I don't like it is me saying I don't get it. That's me.
I get
it. I don't.
And I agree with you. Like I don't like that particular words that were used. I get savant, and I get where idiot would probably come from. I would probably say ignorant savant. in certain things because, like, once again, once you get old, there's certain things you just don't know.
I would say just.
And then once
I'll
you get more into the media
like,
space,
you ain't even got to call him like a savant. It's like, all right, maybe he's not as hip to the times. Cool. It is what it is. The man's 76.
The man's 70-something years old. Like, there's some things he ain't allowed to know.
Like, if he, like, bro, if he knows,
and if you known in 20 years, the man hasn't been social media present, hasn't been present on social media, what expects you to think he's just gonna hop on social media now and he's just gonna know it?
if Bill Belichick knows about, I'm gonna put it like this: if Bill Belichick can tell me more about threads than I can, that's a problem. Why is he on Threads? Why is I don't even use Threads like that, bro? Well, like, how do you know about Threads like that?
And then the other thing is, and I tell you, I probably lost my whole spot. I had a thing, but like,
I'm sorry.
The other thing for me, oh no, you get the other thing for me is, at the end of the day, once again, when it comes down to football, Bill Belichick don't play no games. You can say you don't have any sympathy for somebody who's been able to do one things really well for so long. My thing is, if you're able to do that one thing and you enjoy it and you're still good at it,
facts.
And sure, you got to a point, and sure, you've gotten to a point where people are saying like you've aged, like you're over the hill, you've aged out. We're not particularly looking for you anymore. Fine, great, wonderful. Here's the thing: just because the NFL space wasn't looking for him, clearly the college space was looking for him because he got a job in the college space.
Hello,
and even better for him is he's found this as a new challenge for him. Because one, he's never been in this space before, and this is something that is something new for him to have to learn and get used to. And to see that happen for him, even at the age that he's at, where you had a moment where nobody thought he was even going to get another job again. Not because he was a bad coach, but because they thought the man lost his touch. So at this point, it's a proving week for him. This is a proving season that no, just because they didn't want me doesn't mean that I'm bad at this. It doesn't mean that I lost touch. Doesn't mean that I lost a step. What I'm about to show y'all is that I'm the greatest coach of all time for a reason.
Hey, listen, if he can come in and win a championship, honestly, that conversation between who's the better coach, Saban or him, becomes real low-key clear-cut.
Especially because he'd have been coming in a worse situation than Saban came in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he comes in and wins a championship at North Carolina, the same team that just went 3-5 this past year in the ACC. He comes in, and I'm not saying they're going to win the championship this year, but I'm saying if he can come in and turn that program around to a championship program and winning championships and contending.
And if he does it before his contract's out,
bro, I'm sorry, Saban. That conversation of who's the greatest coach of all time goes out the window. It's obviously Bill, because Bill did it at the pro level and the college level. Ain't nothing you can say about it, bro.
But now we got to get into something a little exciting.
Woo! So just so y'all know, there was no update on the weekly offer sheet because they did not provide your boy with the weekly offer sheet this week. Y'all know I loved giving y'all the weekly offer sheet, so we didn't have that. However,
what we did do,
it is time for a film session.
We got 6 new commits. So
5 new commits, 1 coming back.
We got 5 new commits and 1 that changed his mind. One that figured and 1 that thought better.
One that thought better.
Starting off, coming back to the Tar Heel family, Omari Johnson, 3-star wide receiver and DB, 6 foot, 170 pounds, number 17 player out of Mississippi, number 72 wide receiver nationally, and 452nd player nationally. Originally committed back in April, but decommitted in May, and now he's back. After he checked, if he wanted to see if he wanted to go to Mississippi State.
He weighed his options. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I can respect the young man weighing his options.
19 total offers. It came down to us at Mississippi State. He said, you know what? Let me take that bill.
Hey,
He came here to UNC.
he got out of Mississippi. Respect to him for getting out of his home state. Because I know that's a big thing for kids a lot of the time when it comes to going to college and whatnot. If you have the opportunity, I get it. Here's the thing, and my parents always told me this, bro. I understand being home, things like that. But if you have the opportunity to go somewhere, explore something new, go do it, because home will always be there. You can always come back home.
And part of me feels like I should have done that, but it is what it is. I'm glad I did.
For me, South Carolina was me exploring, and it was me on my own, because I'd spent middle school and whatnot, and late elementary, middle school in Alaska, and then high school was Italy. And my family was in South Carolina, but they were up in Dillon and whatnot, and I was in Charleston. So it was just me experiencing that on my own.
So let's see here. So 2023 stats, because he did not play in the 2024 season except for one game, which was the semifinal in the playoffs, where he only got one catch for 33 yards. So his 2023 stats, 1,700 all-purpose yards, 43 catches for 807 yards and 11 touchdowns, 465 rushing yards for 10 touchdowns, 52 tackles, 4 interceptions, 2 of them returned for TDs, and 8 pass breakups, 1 return touchdown, and 12 two-point conversions.
I ain't gonna lie. 12 2-point conversions. What is your coach running in the like that? Y'all must not have had a kicker, bro. He just said, "Bump it. We running 2 points." All right. Is this his huddle?
Oh yeah, that's his.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Oh yeah, all the links we got in there, all the film.
All right, y'all.
We got film of everybody that had film available.
He said we got film. We got film. I'm like, move. I would like full screen.
It would not, unfortunately.
But I can make it full screen one way or the other. Oh,
okay. With the undercut screen,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all suck at tackling.
Or tackling.
Y'all suck at tackling. Y'all suck at tackling. I'm sorry. Because what was all of that?
That was
like
sadness.
He did what he was supposed to. He did what he was supposed to do. Oh, you already beat. The way that corner was sitting, he was beat already.
You can tell he wanted to break on it, but
y'all already in a cover 3. Jesus. And you still
and you got beat on the double.
Wow. You were in a
thrown, you'd have been done.
You were in a covered. You were in a cover 3.
He took off and ran immediately.
Bro, there's no way. There's no way. Yo.
That safety got him lucky enough, but boy.
That should not.
Go back real quick. Because one, I know this ain't his film, but corner right here.
Right here. Right there at the bottom.
Here's the best to not play cover 3.
The best way not to play cover 3, because first of all,
best way to get beat immediately.
But look at this. Gone. Bro, the same way he sat,
even where he is.
Smart receiver is immediately sitting the way he did, because this man didn't even let Johnson get close within 5. That's what they teach you. You don't turn your hips until bro is within 5 of you. Maybe 7 if you know he has a speed advantage. But here's the bad part. He's fully turned.
You're fully turned. You're trying to look over your shoulder. You don't even know where he is. He's sitting on your outside shoulder. You've already lost this route.
You're fully turned. You're not even keeping your back to the sideline. You were just fully committed. Your back is to him.
You're not even forcing him in a spot where you can see him. You have literally lost this. You gave him this route.
So as soon as he broke it down,
this was an easy pass for this quarterback.
Boom! As soon as he breaks it down, look at you. You are
You
What
were
is that?
15 yards away.
12 to 15 away, bro. And now because of that, your man's is wondering where you. He's wondering where you were. He's like, bro, what? How did he catch? He shouldn't have caught that. And now they're coming at an angle where he easily sees this gap. He's like, oh, I could just go this way.
It's even worse if this was supposed to be man. That's even worse.
Oh, if it was supposed to be man, he's off the team. Him right here.
You not
If it was supposed to be man, he off the team. All right, bro. Then gone. Look at it. Because of that, you put the rest of the team at a bad angle.
Because of this safety who saved this play. Because it should have been a touchdown.
It really should have. Screen pass. Show me something. Oh, wow.
Ooh, broke.
Wow. No way. No way. No way. Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. In the NFL, they're calling that a crackback. In the NFL, they're calling that a penalty because of that block right at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, screen pass. And you know I hate screens, low key.
That was just another set of bad tackling.
Are you setting up another screen? Oh. I don't know if that was a great route or if that quarter was just that bad.
That was a good route. That was a good post corner.
All right.
That was a good post corner. That was sick. Was sick.
And the next one we got up on the list, guys, is Xavier Jackson, the 3-star cornerback, 6'1", 185 pounds, out of New Jersey, class of 2026. He's the number 9 player in New Jersey, 46 quarterback nationally, and he is the 981st player in the country. 2024 stats, this man had 32 tackles, 2 interceptions, 6 pass breakups, and he had a total of 20 offers, including offers from Temple, Army, Pitt, and Minnesota. But he decided to commit to the North Carolina Tar Heels. So y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. We gotta go to the film, don't we, Joel? We gotta go to the film. See what this man is working with, y'all. Let's see what he got popping off. The only destination is this. All right, let me see what you got here, sir. All right. See, that's how you play cover 3. That's how you play cover 3.
Oh, yeah, he was under that.
But you see what I'm saying? He kept his eyes in the backfield. He had the receiver still in his sights. He didn't bail that much. Oh, he manned up. Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that D lineman made that happen. That D lineman made that happen for him. Oh, you better be manned up down here.
Good peel off. Good recognition of that too.
Get through this gap. Hey, there it is. Pick it up. Oh, it's high school. They can't pick it up. I'm so used to picking it up, bro.
Yeah, nah, it's high school.
Oh, great read. That's great. I know. I want to see that again. That is textbook on how you break on the ball. Stays in it. Boom. Like, that's what I'm saying. He didn't turn his back. Even when bro got close. Kept the depth.
Kept the receiver in front of him and broke when he broke.
Broke on the perfect. And then here's the other thing about it. Hands timed perfectly. Boom. Perfect hands. Gets up and leads blocks. You see him block 50?
Nah, I missed that. Nah,
Look.
that's cool.
So watch this. So he's up here. Or maybe that's somebody else. Oh.
That's somebody else.
Okay, nice. Okay, he's still on the ground down there. All right, my fault. Oh, he manned up on that. He manned up on that island. That's great defense. That's great defense.
Way too.
If he had came up with that pick, that would have made it. That would have been the perfect way to finish it. Hey, lock him up. Loki could have got you for holding, but that's great defense.
He got away with that one.
All right, what you doing at this top? Stay in it. Stay in it. There you go.
It's the way they kept depth.
Not going front. Not going front.
You'd went up
Not going to front. If he goes up two-handed, he would have had it. But also, if that quarterback has an arm and can lead that receiver, he was beat.
Because he got caught watching in the backfield a little bit.
Now that's great. That was great.
Good defense right there. Good hands.
Oh, he read that.
Yes.
I ain't going front. That receiver right there is the reason why that failed. This one right here, because he didn't seal him off, that's the whole reason why that play got blown up. And you looking at them like, what you mean? No, that was on you. Look at him.
This outside receiver should have came back to the ball too, though.
He should have.
Good.
Great read. Oh.
Good tackle.
Hey,
good tackle.
Great way to make up for it, because I definitely thought you messed that up.
I thought he missed too.
Back pedal. Great rap. And then boom. Uh-oh. Downhill. Yes, sir. That's what I want to end on. I want to end on something that
high for my takes, but good job finishing the playoff though.
Oh, it was definitely high. However,
he definitely could have stopped him shorter.
It was nice.
Next on the list, we got Jamarian Gordon, 3-star safety, 6 foot, 185, class of 2026 out of Alabama. Number 22 player in Alabama, number 54 safety nationally, number 422 nationally. His 2023 stats, he has 30 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 1 interception, 1 fumble return, 7 pass breakups in 12 games. Also, he was a multi-sport athlete, ran a win-aided 11.24 in the 100 meters as a sophomore. I couldn't find his 2024 stats. They didn't have them listed at the time.
Jesus,
I don't doubt he probably improved. Committed over Florida State, Ole Miss, OK State, and Bama. Just a few out of 33 total offers. Unfortunately, I also could not find any film on him either.
Jesus,
I know there's got to be some out there for somebody with 33 offers.
For somebody with 33 offers, there's no way you can't sit there.
In the meantime, we'll go to the next guy. The next one, we got Keegan Chapman, 3-star cornerback, 5'11", 160, also Alabama. Number 32 player in Alabama, number 86 corner nationally, and number 860 as well.
You said he was Alabama, right?
Jamarian Gordon, yep, Alabama.
Jackson, Alabama?
Think so.
I found it.
All right, then we go.
This is 2024, by the way.
Let go.
Hey, you know me. You know me. If there's one thing Mr. Screenshot gonna do, he gonna find something.
Hey. Oh yeah, he coming.
Boom! Oh God.
Too easy. Too easy.
That was just a bad pass.
Yeah, that was easy. Super bad pass.
That was an easy pick for him. Oh, is he returning too? Uh-oh. Oh, great blocks. And yep, you're gone. That kicker had no chance.
Listen, and the bad thing is like kickers have situations. It's
kickers
like
have doors. Where are you way up there for?
Oh,
now that was stupid. That was stupid on that quarterback's part. Like, I get sometimes you're just not trying to take the sack, but
I get you gonna throw up a prayer, at least like flip the field, but still.
All right. Now that's a great pick. That's just a great pick. That's just a great pick. I ain't even going front.
And most people would get confused by that fake screen. Okay, and the punt
Ain't
return.
No way. Skirt. That's 1, 2, 3, and he's gone. Either y'all didn't try or y'all didn't think he was going to get through there.
There's probably a mixture of both.
Is he a receiver?
Oh, and he's a receiver.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
There's no way. There's no way.
Bitch.
Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Yo, no, 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 run that back, run that back, run that back, run that back. Because this is the most. Oh my God.
Oh, I feel like I seen a clip of him somewhere.
No, this stop and go ain't even good. Like the route itself ain't good. It's afterwards. Cause look at this. He knows he's not. Here's the thing. He knows he's not getting the pass. He knows he's not getting the pass as soon as he sees this coverage. Cause he hits it, bro.
He's not getting to go.
Cause he's like, all right, I stop. Let's see if bro bites. As soon as he see bro doesn't bite, he's like, all right, I'm gonna sit it down. I'm gonna sit it down. Now, bro, there's 3 of y'all. 3 of you. You're gone. Oh,
Nah, it's just
hey, that lean right there. Yo,
if you let your shoulder.
oh. I know he tore something for a second. Yo, look at his legs. He looked like
This dude here. Look at old buddy on the ground still. Both of them still on the ground.
Hey, that man praying. This man looking like ain't no way.
He like, why this happened?
Hey, here's the bad part. You see his teammate up here at the top. He like, dog. I know I didn't just see that. Oh no,
like old buddy around. Yeah,
bro.
He's like,
you ain't even. You ain't even try. You thought, oh Lord.
Yeah, and then last buddy they got shook. You saw he kind of crescent mooned a little bit,
Bruh.
He did that Jackson lean for a second.
Hey, wait.
Ooh, with the stick.
Hello. Meet me at the summit. Uh-oh, you manned up there.
He set up the corner more often. He on him too.
Yeah, he on that.
That might have been a PA, but that might have been PI. It's him right here.
Oh, at the top. Manned up.
Yeah.
Nope. Ooh.
Man,
I ain't gonna front. He great hand placement.
He's on that safety coming through. He's about to get clocked.
That's on that receiver. He just got to commit to keeping that catch.
That receiver dropped that. Everything in him is like, I'm getting hit.
Right. Sometimes you gotta take that hit. Sometimes.
Good man recognition.
Pick. Oh, you should have had that. Should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. Way too early.
Oh yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
That
was from again. That was blown up from the get up. That linebacker that came in that was nice.
Let me see what we got here. Oh, great undercut.
Then you knock out.
I ain't gonna front. I'm yelling at my teammate for that one because I'm like, bro, one of us could have had a pick.
He should have had the pick till he got hit.
And boom!
Good job getting off that block.
And then da. Come here. He got knocked back, but it's okay. Show me you gonna blow up this play.
And there he is.
Hey,
he didn't blow it up, but he
didn't blow it up. But I wanted him to blow that up because I was like, this should be a play where he blows it up. Pick 6.
Oh, he probably taking this into the house.
Pick 6. That's just a bad pass.
I don't even know what I was watching.
He could wrap up a little bit better, but he's still good.
He over attacked a little bit, so he had to try to contort back a little.
And he a gunner. Oh yeah, go get him. Nice way to stay home. There you go. And he got a fumble. I take back my wrap up comment. Boop. Oh, please find him. Thank you.
It took y'all forever, but at least they found him because boy, he was open all day.
Boy, gone. That's just a foot race. Boom.
And so yeah, he just got beat. That corner just got beat on the sprint.
Hey, this corner already beat. Told you. Hey, great. You know what? Nah, that's a perfect way to end that. Because what I love just now and what I loved about that, even though his first route was done, he didn't stop moving and found another hole for his quarterback.
That's good help. As I said, that's good help for your quarterback. Then, like I said, next up we got Keegan Chapman, 3-star cornerback, 5'11", 160, number 32 in Alabama, 86 cornerback, 860 nationally. 2024 stats include 36 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 interception, 16 pass breakups. Also was the Alabama 4A state champion in the 100 and 200 meters as a junior. Ran a 10.69 in the 100 and a 21.81 in the 200. Had 4 total offers, had commits over North Alabama, Samford, and West Virginia.
I got it.
Keegan.
Keegan.
Yep.
He says from Alabama, right?
Alabama. Cornerback.
Yep. I think I got him.
About to see some foot races. I can tell you that.
Let's see. Hold up.
I already know. Foot race after foot race.
Hold up. Ready?
Yup.
This
Oh, same school. I think this is the same school as
old boy.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Oh,
There
reverse steal. Yeah, y'all not catching that. Y'all not catching that, man. Y'all not catching that, man. Boy, you better block that big dude. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it is the same school.
Yeah.
There he is right there.
There he is right there.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. That's actually kind of
Hawked him.
Hold up. The DK Metcalf hawk down.
Hawked him down.
Hey, bro, hold up. I'm sorry. Cause I love the effort. I love the effort, bro. This is crazy. This is the first time we've ever seen 2 players both commit to a school. We just watching both of them on the same field. Kind of crazy. Money team. Oh, great defense.
Oh, I should add that, but it was good defense on the wide receivers part though. Because that was an interception.
Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. There you go.
That receivers got to go meet him instead of him meeting them.
Great defense. Great way to stay in phase and great hands. Great way to stay in phase. He on it. That's amazing. Uh-oh. Screen pass. He sees it. He sees it. He sees it. Hey, I love that.
That's film study and recognition right there.
I ain't gonna front.
Catch him.
I think he's the better of the 2. I think Keegan's the better of the 2 in terms of coverage.
And the switch off was nice. Good job with you on the zone integrity on top of that. So yeah, I think he's the better out of the 2.
Out of those 2, I definitely think Keegan. I think Keegan's the better of those 2.
I think Jamarion's going to be more of a linebacker kind of situation. He might end up being more of like a Sam.
Yeah. Then,
but he did show that he can also play in coverage too, though. We got 2 more. Got Lawrence Brown, 3-star edge rusher, 6'3", 200 pounds. Number 135 player in Georgia, 108 edge rusher nationally, 1508 national player. Commits over NC State, App State, Arkansas State, among 27 other total offers.
So let's see what the film shows us about Mr. Lawrence Brown. Shut up. All right, Lawrence, talk to me. Oh, hey.
Ooh,
Great way
good,
to bend
good
that
feed.
edge. Great way to bend that edge. Uh-oh. Oh,
Good read.
oh, hey. And the strip.
Good. And the
That was so easy for your line. Yo, man.
He really that lineman wasn't catching nobody.
Hey, great way to bend that corner. You gonna swerve, bend that corner. Whoa.
Ooh, got caught on that read though.
Oh,
good finish.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that receiver, bro, you made the wrong decision. You should just went forward.
This should have failed.
Oh. I ain't gonna lie. He is wreaking havoc. Bro, the quarterback had to jump to get rid of it. You know it's bad.
Good job closing that pocket.
I want you to see. Nah, I want you to see the quarterback's reaction. Just watch the quarterback's reaction.
Yeah, really, bro?
He's like, bro.
That's the first time I've ever seen a quarterback with a different color jersey than the rest of the team.
Yeah, it must have been a scrimmage. Had to be a scrimmage or something.
Oh yeah, he beat that tackle immediately.
Oh, whoa. Don't tell me he hawks him down. Bruh.
He ain't hawking, but he chased him.
Said, come here.
Somebody's getting caught.
Safety. Oh. Uh-oh. From behind. Bop! I knew it. A screen pass that did not do what it was supposed to do. Y'all put this man in the ground and he still put pressure on your QB. Loki could have been roughing the passer, though.
The tackle should have just fell on top of him. It should have been done with.
Come here. Yeep. I love the fact that he doesn't stop. I love the fact that he just keeps going.
Oh, yeah, he plays from whistle to whistle.
Even if
you punching somebody?
That's what I saw. I said, yo, who is mad in the back? I'm guessing mad he missed a tackle. Like, what's going on back here? Because I don't think it's our dog. No, it ain't our boy. It's somebody else.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what was going on there.
It's a good read. I would have liked you to stay a little wider on that, but hey, you was feeling gap for that first read though. Your linebacker cleaned the rest of it up.
That one you definitely should have stayed wider. Because look, like that's not a good. But here's the thing, like, all right, so they got 3 down line.
Because he's got this first hole here, and that's where he was. But this linebacker should have came. Yeah, he bends inside for this first read because he's reading the quarterback. So he got quarterback.
Okay, so then it's on the second guy right here to
linebacker here. He should have kept the contain out here.
He's gotta do better at this contain, I guess. Because he did his job the first time making bro stop from going to that hole and going back outside. But then on his outside, he didn't keep that wide hand free like they teach you.
He enforced that blocker.
And the blocker missed. The blocker missed. So you had a chance, bro.
You just got beat to the edge at that point.
You had a chance, and you blew it.
All right, Lawrence. That was good tape on Lawrence's end. I like what we're looking at there. And last but not least, old boy out of our own backyard, Zamarius Robertson.
Hey, out of Dillon, South Carolina, boy. Shout out Dillon, South Carolina, the Dillon Wildcats, boy.
6'1", 165. Number 26 player in South Carolina, 249 receiver nationally, and 115.82 nationally as a player. Commits over App State, Charlotte, Coastal Carolina, East Carolina, and Liberty.
You see this about Keegan in the comments?
Keegan's twin brother, Kean, is still on Carolina's board, too. He goes to the same school. He hasn't committed yet. Word.
Bro, if they get all of them, I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be kind of crazy. That's gonna go crazy. All right, man. And then, like, let's see Let's see what on from Dillon, South Carolina got to show for me. If it's that black and gold, I know I can already tell you it's the Dillon Wildcats. If it's who I think it is, yep. I want to say. Is it?
Okay.
Oh no, this might be a different school. Maybe. Where you at?
Right
Oh, dog. There he goes.
Easy slant too. That was.
Oh yeah,
this
this is the Dillon Wildcats. Yeah, this is exactly like 10 minutes from my grandma's house. This is where my mama went to high school. Yeah, this is where my mama went to high school.
Well, look at that.
My mama and my cousins went to high school here too.
Yeah, that was easy. Like that's easy. I think that's him down here on the bottom down here.
Got him.
Quick
Great
little
screen.
putback
Great blocks. And
Good
he's
blocks.
gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. You're not gonna catch him. Huzzah!
Shazam! Him in the slide.
Oh wow! Now y'all finally starting to highlight it. Oh, great! Bro, not you quit when you knew you were beat, bro.
And the bad thing is they were in zone. That was just a great zone read because he should have been further over and he should have got more depth.
Bro, here's my thing. As a coach, this is what I hate. It's not the fact that you missed the tackle. It's that. You just got up and quit.
Honestly, I wouldn't have yelled at you for more than 10 minutes after this.
I'm not yelling at you.
You were in a bad spot. There was no catching him. However, you could at least have jogged to the line something.
That's my thing. That's my biggest thing. I get if you at least show the effort that you would have tried to hawk him down.
Like I understand your ankles and your knees hurt, and like it was hard to replace what was going on. But
and you're
okay with the read.
I ain't gonna lie. It seems like his best thing is if he could get you on a slant. That quick step and beat
flat out.
If he can beat you to the spot, it's over.
Oh wow!
I ain't gonna lie. That's a great pass. That's a great pass by the quarterback. That's a great pass by the quarterback. He deserves some love for that one. See? Same slant.
He's a good route runner.
He's running that slant, and as soon as he beats you in that hole, it's over. Whoop. Hold up. Oh no.
42, no. Oh no, baby. Why?
Oh no. 42. And the bad part is you got on these red gloves, so it's easy to spot you, bro.
And that you made it look worse. Like the flip made it worse. Just fall.
Lord. Oh no.
The flip made it so much worse.
Oh my God. Bro.
Like somebody's putting you on a top 10 for that.
Oh no.
Like you made somebody's top 10 list because of that.
You made this highlight. Oh. All right, man. Hey.
That's crazy.
You got time for one more.
That is.
Boop.
Screen.
Boop. Yep,
Yeah,
that's it.
Speed to everybody.
As soon as he beats y'all to that hole, it's over.
And he got caught on the one.
It's
not you got caught on the one. You got to finish that.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing, man. And this next one on the list, we can address that for next time. It can be an evergreen.
All right.
Yeah, we can address that. We can save that for the next one. Ain't even worry about it. But shout out, guys. Boy, we always got to talk about them. But it is time for some Tar Heel birthdays, man. And big birthday shout out to Trayvon Green. His birthday is actually tomorrow, July 2nd. So Trayvon, happy birthday to you, man. Always got to show the big boys love up front. And we hope you have a fantastic birthday, man. Another trip around the sun. It is a blessing. Hope you enjoy everything about it. And now, 'tis time for our favorite subject, our favorite time of the week. Tar Heel takeaways of the week, man.
So says I.
I know you was in there. You must have said something when I was saving the recording.
Had to something. Oh no! I was like,
yeah, you had to have said something when I was recording it. But anywho, I think you're first
so
this
says
week.
I. Nah, I was first last week. It's on
Were you?
you.
Are you sure?
I think so.
You don't know.
Yes, I.
You don't know.
It's too late.
All right, y'all.
So says I.
So says I.
So says I.
All right, man. Tar Heel takeaway of the week. Let's see what I got for you. Oh, so news this week has come out that college basketball is actually coming back to video game consoles. That is actually a thing that is going to be coming back. And you know what? I'm all for it if 2K doesn't get it. I will 100% say if 2K and EA don't get it, I am all for it. Bring back college basketball. That was one of the funnest games ever. I'm all for playing it, but please, please, please do not let EA or 2K get it and monopolize it, because it is going to be crap. It is going to be ish. It is going to be bad, and we are going to have the same glitches and same issues that we have with everything else, and it's not going to be flushed out. It's going to be halfway done. They're not going to put as much love and heart into the game that they could have, and I don't want that. The old college basketball games, thoroughly flushed out, great experience, great interactive. I still play college hoops too. Crazy enough, before 2K became the 2K they are now, the old 2K and the old EA college games were actually really fun, really thorough out. But now, if 2K today and EA today get a hold of it, it's just going to be bad. So please, NCAA, do us all a favor. One, don't give any entity just one overall commercial license, because then that means they can monetize, they can monopolize it, and it's just going to become a bat show, a bat-ish crazy show, and I don't want that. But I get it, because if multiple entities are using your IPs and your logos and likeness, then that means multiple people are getting paid, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But please, if anybody's going to monopolize it, don't let it be 2K and EA. Please don't. That's all I got, man.
So says I. Tar Heel takeaway of the week. Bring back legitimate corporate competition. I am tired of our cell phone bills and internet bills and all these other bills we got being astronomically high. I want to be able to go and get a cell phone for a reasonable price and pay a reasonable bill for it, and not something that's going to break my wallet every other month. You know why? Because back when we had legitimate corporate competition and we had 18 different cell phone companies, we were able to find at least one good cell phone for $50. We used to have deals every year. Every 2-3 years? Every 2 to 3 years, you could upgrade phones for free. You didn't have to worry about paying any installment fees. They were just free phones through the company you got it through. You didn't have to worry about nothing else. If you wanted the new thing that came out 3 years later, guess what? You could do that. Sure, you were locked into a phone for 3 years, but guess what? It was a solid phone. It wasn't crap the whole time. And sure, you could upgrade to a new one sooner if you wanted to. Yeah, you had to pay a little bit for it, but you know what you weren't doing? Paying thousands of dollars for it. You weren't paying $800, $900 for it. You were paying maybe $200 at best. And yes, $200 at that time was alarming, but it was only $200.
I take 200 at any point today.
One of the biggest phones of all time, the Motorola Razr, and not the new one.
Hey,
not the new one. The
that Razr goated.
That phone was $150. You used to upgrade to that phone for free. Guess what? And if you ever broke one, they replaced it for like $20. It was mad cheap. You know why? Because they had competition and things had to be made right. Just like he said before, the old EA games used to have to be made right, because if they weren't made well, people weren't buying them. Now they're just shoveling out whatever they want, because since they got exclusive rights to stuff, they can just give you whatever they want, and then you're going to pay for it. $80 for an NCAA game is ridiculous, just flat out ridiculous. I get that the systems and stuff are upgraded, graphics are better. I get all that, but you know what? When they had to compete with 989, they had to compete with EA Big, they had to compete with 2K, they had to compete with all these other minor places that were also putting out good product. Guess what we got? Good product. We got in-depth stuff. We was able to control concessions in Madden. We were able to change up stadiums. We were able to do all kinds of stuff. But now we can't do that, and we have to pay extra for it, because you know why? They know they don't have anybody else that's competing with them, so they force you to do it. Bring back corporate competition.
I 100% co-sign on that statement. 100%, because I remember NFL Fever. I remember NFL Game Day. I remember NFL Blitz. I remember NFL The League, and I remember Madden, and I remember ESPN 2K all coming out in 2004 at the same time. If you didn't like one, you can go get it from somewhere else. I remember NFL Extreme was literally the bloodless version of NFL Blitz. But it was just as good, because guess what you could do in NFL Extreme that you couldn't do in Blitz? You could actually do front flips. Press triangle on my PlayStation 1, you could do a front flip. I remember it.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Pepperidge Farm does remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers, man. But guys,
But anyway,
we've been going way too long.
We done did too much. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week. Remember,
this has been a great episode.
Tuesdays, 9 p.m. every Tuesday. We here.
We out here. Peace. What's on all of y'all? We out.